Hi, my name is Ligaya. I had lived in the United States since 1996. That's June. And I had built my family there and raised my two sons. After serving a 6-year prison term, I was immediately transferred into ICE custody. First, I was locked up in Adelanto Detention Center in California from December 21, 2018 to November 22 of 2023. Then I was transferred to Louisiana Processing Center for a week and then to Eloy Detention Center. It is the worst detention center I've ever been out of the three. After spending more than 6.5 years in ICE detention, fighting to stay with my family, I was ordered removed by an entire system composed of biased immigration judges who considered me unworthy of a single chance to remain with my family in the United States and disregarded any or all changes or improvements I've made in my life. They don't see me someone like me in a different light and unanimously they have defined me by my conviction alone, not to grant any kind of mercy like how God granted to each one of us as people. We are one race, a human race. In detention, I experienced many things. Medical neglect, inhumane treatment, and other abuses that no one should ever go through. I suffered COVID because ICE did not want to abide by the court order to release population so that there will be social distancing. When I was in Eloy, the conditions are even worse. Black mold are in the grouts of the showers that caused also for me to suffer a bad rash. It's a multiple fungal infection that only to be seen by a provider 2 weeks later when it is already had spread all over my arms. The food trays are more like cat or dog food. The real dog food or cat food is even more appetizing than what we are eating. And for every visit, we are forced to go through strip searches. And if we deny those strip searches, we are punished to only get non-contact visits through the glass. The mattresses and pillows are poor supporting kinds, and it causes multiple locations of pain in the hip joints, knee joints, and the lower and upper back, including the neck. Also, the officers there are rude and treat us differently. They look at us like we are less of a human being than them. They think better of themselves. During the Trump administration, Eloy became more overcrowded. What Trump is doing is destroying all the families of immigrants. And I do not know how or why he is doing this. His wife is also an immigrant. To me, It is unfair to see his family different from ours, and all these hard-earned tax dollars of all hardworking individuals across the nation in United States are going toward cruelty and inhumane treatment of immigrants like us. Instead of funding healthcare, education, social services, and other things that would need the country and to thrive with all its communities, the money gets wastefully spent on breaking family units apart by deporting the family providers, and the children become parentless and are left to suffer emotional turmoil that lead them to depend on other things that are not healthy. ICE centers contract enter contracts with facilities that care nothing but maximizing profit by giving the least expensive amount of human and medical care. The food, the shoes, mattress, pillows, bugs that infest our rooms, the food trays and cups that are dirty on a daily basis. We are left to endure this kind of conditions of confinement. We are caged like animals. No business establishment should ever make profit from detained people and their families who end up suffering psychological, emotion, and physical harms. ICE is under the Department of Homeland Security, under the so-called Department of Justice. It ends up being presided over by immigration judges who do not follow the rules and regulations of the drafted immigration laws, and that do whatever they wish to do with their decision and disregard any sorts of positive assets to many immigrants. Those who have changed and greatly improved themselves should be given a chance. What kind of what kind of thing is under Department of Justice when where is the real justice in the system? If these presiding authorities do not follow the guidelines and precedents of the federal regulations of the immigration law. Now I'm back in the Philippines. Life is very difficult. The minimum wage is about 695 pesos per day, which is around $11, about $200 a month. Housing alone costs about $150 a month, leaving almost nothing for food, clothing, and other expenses like your utilities. It feels like surviving, not really living. It's a desperate call to have life, not survival. The system has banished me where I can never return to my family. I ask for one chance. I ask for mercy. They know nothing about me. They refuse to see me in a different light. They consider me unworthy of redemption. They broke my family. They broke my heart. I know that we need to fight this. It's not over. We need to fight for the lives of those people like me, like all the other immigrants, not just me, but a lot of the countries all over the world trying to find a better place, a better life for families.
And the authorities are stripping us of the life that we love and built. Everything that we have built, they're taking it away. All the taxes that we have paid, it's going to wars, war funds. And I do not believe that we should go into war. We need to better this place. And for someone who has served a prison time, there is a quote that I want to share to everybody. A blemish of an art or a painting is not unworthy of recognition. To see its real beauty is to look beyond the flaw that comes with it. I just want to be seen in a different light, to reunite my family, to heal what is broken, to mend everything. And I do not know what the Philippine consulate is doing. I asked for help from them back in 2021. I did not get anything except $200 from them this year in May. I asked them to negotiate for my release. There is nothing that they have done. Where is the help that we need when we need them? They just stand by and do nothing. $200 is nothing. It should have been better if they negotiated with us, with the government of the United States, so we can earn a living. So before we can before we even go. Right now, I don't have any clothes. The ICE officers refuse to give me an answer on of what I can take. I was left with just a backpack with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a pair of shoes. Now that I am in here, I got no health care. I don't know what to do. There's no job. I feel dependent. I feel helpless. I am sorry that I am in this place, but I have no choice. But we need to fight and make things right. We need to fight for